Hey there everyone, this is Mystic Fish and welcome to episode 57 of our Factorio Space Age playthrough where we're designing upgradable bases. Last episode we set up this doohickey here, the egg pilot light, in order to keep a fresh supply of eggs here, and so this guy still has 10 minutes left on it, so that's good stuff. What I want to do today is I want to now set up a more repeatable version to produce larger amounts of nutrients. And so it's going to be similar. It's going to share probably a lot of this, but it is going to actually create nutrients from bioflux. As well. And so that will then give us a way, hopefully if we can get this done in this episode, then we'll have the facilities to set up automatic manufacturing of, what do I call them? Biochambers. Okay, so let's get rid of this stuff. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, all right, so let's think about designing things down here. So I do want this to be able to be, maybe I'll do it over here. Like this is where I want to build it, but actually I'm gonna build it over here, I think. So that, let's see, do I need more landfill? All right, let's go get some more landfill. As long as I'm doing this stuff. Where's my landfill stuff? Okay. So we are going to want a version of this that can be beaconized. And so let's see. Let's just grab some of this stuff. I am going to need to make... Do I have a thing in here yet? Am I asking for Yamakos? Oh yeah, here they come. All right, good. All right, in the meantime, so then we're going to have this guy to make nutrients from mash. And then we're going to have our little repeatable guy here for doing nutrients from spoilage. So this is, we're going to kickstart this in the same way. And the general idea here is this produces like very little resources, but uses shelf-stable ingredients. And so it's this is a good way to kickstart things. This produces more stuff, more nutrients, but still not sort of as much as nutrients from bioflux. And so then I think what we want to do is I want to get, let's see. Okay, this is going to be nutrients from bioflux. And then this is going to be mash and a biochamber, which requires nutrients to run. So if we don't have any, we can get some from this guy here. Did I get a... I've got a thing in here. Good. I can make 2 biochambers. Then... let's see. I think I have to slide these down 1 more. No, but that's not really what I want to do. Hold on. They could go there, but now they're offset. But I can slide all of these down by 1 more, right? Nope. I think that's got to be that way. I guess this could go down 1 more. If I do this... Okay, this is going to be bioflux. And so maybe this will be jelly. And this can be mash. Good. I have another egg. Good. Okay, and then I think this is where we want this to be. 1, 2. All right, this is the rough layout. And what we're going to have is we're going to have nutrients here. And then let's get some of our inserters in here. Okay, so you are going to put mash into this guy. And this will be a combined Yamako jelly nut belt. So you will get Yamakos. We have to circuit control a bunch of this stuff. Okay, then we've got, let's see, I need some of these. All right, so this is going to be nutrients only. This is going to be nutrients. This is going to be nutrients. This is going to be spoilage. And this is going to be spoilage. Then, let's see. We need some of these. Okay, let's have this be spoilage and nutrients for right now. Let's get spoilage into here. Okay, so we're gonna dispose of like when we're not producing nutrients, we're gonna dispose of spoilage via logistic spots, which should be okay. We shouldn't really be spoiling unless we are actually sort of like shutting things down. And so let's get one of these in here. Okay, so you are going to burn spoilage. You are going to burn extra jelly that we might have to flush. You're going to burn extra mash we might have to flush. You're going to burn extra seeds. And you're going to burn extra other seeds. So one of the things that we did now that, I can't remember if I talked about this in an episode, I did plunk 2 buffer chests up here just so that we have a place to keep extra seeds that are not being requested by an orchard. And so then we can do this. And so any seeds we produce will first go to the requester chests at the orchards. Then they will go to the buffer chests that are requesting them. And then finally, if those are full or not requesting, then they'll be delivered here to be burned so that we don't sort of choke on seeds. We can put that there. Okay, then I need some of those, some of those. Okay, so that takes care of our disposal. Good, good, good. All right, what else do we need now? Now we need nutrients out and nutrients in. That gets its ingredients here. We have a way to flush. No, this is actually, this is seeds, not nutrients. Okay, good. This one, I think this does need a way. Let's get some of these. Okay, and then we want something similar here. And then you go in and you spoil over to there. And then I think because we only need this to seed. No, I don't have one of these. Okay, good. And so this will be nutrients. Okay, good. Now, one of the, let's see, I can do this, right? That's, in fact, I have to, otherwise this one is not offset correctly. Okay. Okay, so what I want, let's get rid of some of this stuff. What I want is I want the bioflux to run backwards. So bioflux will come out here and then go backwards so that the nutrients that come out of this guy can power this whole chain over here. And so then that's where you will get your bioflux. And then we have to go that's max length. Oh, but I can do this. Okay. This needs to be reversed. Okay, good. All right, so the bioflux flows back this way. Then we need to get spoilage out of here. We need... we actually need 2 places to get... So that will put nutrients on the bottom side of the belt. That will put it on the top side of the belt. And then you can feed yourself nutrients. And then you will need to get... Is this... this is the jelly, right? So you need seeds as well. Seeds. And then you get nutrients in. And then you get jelly across. Jelly. You have bioflux out. You need nutrients in. And then we need to do mash. Let's see, you need to get jelly nuts in. These guys. The mash comes out here. Gets put there. And then we need to get... like that. Except you don't need the seeds. Just spoilage if something spoils on the belt. Which I also need here. I need a spoilage guy in case the bioflux spoils on the belt. Okay, good. You've got the nutrients in. You don't have spoilage out yet. You need nutrients in. You need spoilage and seeds out. And then you need Yamako's in. Okay, now the question is, can we power the whole thing here? Let's just double check we've got... Do you have an exit for spoilage? You have an exit for spoilage. You do too. You do here, you do here, you do here. You have it for that belt and that belt. And this machine here. Okay. All right. So, all right, let's see. I want to... All right, let's see. We can get a bunch up here there, a bunch up there, and ooh, a bunch like that. Okay, good. We get that one, and that one, And that one, and that one. Okay, that powers everything. Good, good, good. Okay, let's get some lights in here. Where do we want lights at? Okay, good. All right, now let's see. Let's get some of these. Let's get some of these. And we have arithmetic ones. Okay. So what I think I want to do in order to make this repeatable is I'm going to have sort of an incoming circuit. Just to make it obvious where it's sort of the connection point is. And in order to, I'm going to just move this guy out to the end. Okay, and this is going to say if nutrients are greater than 0, output nutrients. And so that way we'll know if we're hooking this up to something, then this is sort of the point where we attach whatever logic we're using to control production of nutrients. And then we'll also need one thing here, which is if nutrients is greater than 0, then we need to call for Yamakos, and we have to call for jelly nuts. So those will be where we hook things up to demand sort of stuff from the rest of the base, or whatever this is connected to. Okay, and then you will need to go out that far. And you will need to go out that far. All right, so okay, so now what I want is this is how we're marking, this is the source of the, I want to be making nutrients signal. So let's just put it on every power pole here. Okay. So, first step, when do we want this inserter to be active? I'm going to say we want this inserter to be active if we have a demand for nutrients. So if nutrients is greater than 0 on the red wire, like that, red wire, and we don't, we have a minimal amount available on this belt. So let's read all belts, and so that's the demand, and there are fewer than 20 nutrients on the belt already. And if that's the case, then we're going to say, I want you to be sticking Yamako fruits in there. And so we'll control this guy, and we'll say, you're going to be enabled if I am telling you that we want Yamakos in here. Okay, that's good. Now, the other thing that might be happening is, depending on the state and whether this machine can accept mash or not, there's a possibility that we have some fruits that we loaded previously that we don't have room to output. And so we may need to flush. We may need to flush what's in here. And so what I want to do, I'm going to do it this way. So I'm going to set green here. This should always be outputting spoilage and the seeds. We always want to be getting rid of those, but now I want to do set filters. Okay, and then we look at the red wire here, and if we don't want to be making nutrients, then I should be flushing any mash out of here as well, and just sending it off to be burnt. And that just makes sure that once these, so we can always clear the seeds. Once it's clear of mash, any fruit that's in here can get processed for seeds, and so we don't get spoiled fruit. Okay, good. Next step is, when do we want this guy to be active? I think it is similar logic, which is that you're only enabled if this is less than or equal to 20. So that should be waiting for source items. Okay, good. So as soon as we've got 20 nutrients on here, these guys are going to stop either putting stuff out on the belt or getting new Yamako fruit in. So that's good. Okay. Now, next, we need a similar doohickey to what we did for the egg timer, or egg pilot light. I'm going to reverse this. And I'm going to do, we're going to add spoilage plus nutrients. And I'm going to output fuel. Okay. And then this guy is going to be active only if the fuel value is less than or equal to 20. So we can store up nutrients that will hopefully spoil. Okay, good. Now, when do we want to put nutrients in here? I think it is when, all right, so we need to look what's in here. Okay, so that's read the contents, including the fuel. And so if we have some mash greater than 0, and we do not have nutrients, then we're going to say deliver nutrients. And so that will come to this guy, and he's only going to be enabled if that nutrient signal is greater than 0. Okay, and then similarly, we only need to generate nutrients from spoilage and feed spoilage into this guy based on the same signal. Okay. Good. All right, we need to copy this guy. Like that. You're going to control this guy in case nutrients is greater than 0. And you're also going to control this guy to generate those. And I guess we also want to generate these. Control this the same way. But we want the two sides to be controlled independently. So I should not put any nutrients. If only one side needs it, I should not put nutrients in at the other side. Okay, good. And then that's the same. Okay, good, good, good. All right, this, we should only be putting nutrients on the belt if there's actual demand for nutrients. So that needs to be greater than 0. And then that needs to be greater than 0. Okay, good. That's feeding yourself. That can kind of always happen. Although I suppose there's no particular reason for it to happen. If we're not trying to make nutrients, so that's okay. And then that should also affect this guy. We should not put more bioflux in if we're not trying to make nutrients. And that takes care of this machine. Okay, this machine we need to do potentially we need to do the set filter trick here. So we always want you to do spoilage and jelly nut seeds, green, set filters, and then if the demand, if we're not trying to make nutrients, then we should also flush jelly. Okay, good. We should only put jelly nuts in if we're actively trying to make nutrients. Right on. It doesn't really matter if we put stuff in here, I think. Like, some of the stuff is going to spoil in here. Which is fine. We do want to do this one. If we're not... this should only be enabled if we're trying to make nutrients. Okay, good. And then we need to do the similar set filter trick here. Okay, and so this always wants to do the seeds. It always wants to do these seeds here. Set filters, good. And then if we are not trying to make nutrients, then you should also flush any mash that happens to be in here. Okay. Wow. I think that's the build. Okay, so what I want to do now is I want to make a blueprint of this. So I want to get all of this stuff. and maybe I will just record what stuff is where. So we'll say this is going to be jelly nuts and Yamakos, and this is going to be nutrients. And we'll do double nutrients. Can I do double nutrients? I can't. All right, well, that's fine. That's nutrients. Okay, now I can make a blueprint covering these. I don't want tiles, so this is going to be restartable nutrients. And so this is going to be nutrients, bioflux. Oh, no. Ah, right. We're just going to do this because I can make these. I can do the spoilage one, I can do the mash one, and then I can do the bioflux one. Nice. Good. Create blueprint. All right. Now I'm going to rip this up. Because what I really want to do is I want to build this over here. Okay, so I made it there. Oh, I need to save this somewhere. Where do I want this stuff? Let's put the Fulgora stuff here. We'll put the Gleba stuff here. Okay, good. We'll put this guy there. Nice. I suppose I should make a blueprint of this too, right? So this is going to be the egg pilot light, which I guess I'll use a light. Okay, create blueprint, and that's going to go in here. Okay, great. So then I want this guy. I think I want to put this, let's see, I need this to go the other way. And I do kind of want to leave that roboport there, so I guess this is where I want to build this. Okay. All right, we're going to loop this down here. And this is going to be some mall action, which actually I can, these I don't, well, I guess maybe we might want to beacon those. I don't know. Okay, so those are those guys. So what we need is, we need some splitters. Okay. That way those guys can continue. You're gonna get that combines Yamako stuff. I'm going to say nutrients filter to the left. Which means oh, I need to make more of these. Okay, good. Whoa, I need to like do something with these. Oh, I didn't want to run into this thing. Okay, I need to split. These are the Yamakos. So Yamako's other side. There we go. And I think we want input priority right. So the stuff that comes back around on the loop gets first priority to go out. And then this one goes here. And then similarly, we get one of those. These will be the jelly nuts. And input priority left. Okay, good. And then let's make one more, or let's make another biochamber for making biochambers. That's cool. So we're going to get a biochamber section of the mall here. Which, oh, I haven't finished making it. I was like, where is it in my inventory? I suppose I can just turn all this stuff into landfill, right? All right, so I want 1, 2, 3. All right, okay, what do I want here? I want 2 of these, 1 of these, and 1 of these. I think. Okay, so let's put this stuff down here. All right, so what goes in here? Let's do this. Let's make biochambers. That's a good start. What all stuff is in here? Okay. I think we could probably, what other stuff are we getting here? Should we get, I guess we can get some chips. Does that mean somebody's fetching chips for us? Yep, you just went off to fetch chips. Okay, good. Nice. I like how sort of automated that is. All right. So what do I want to do is I want to put... This stuff can always go in. And I think I'm going to do this and this. So that stuff can always go in. The green circuits and the landfill can always go in. Maybe I'm not connected to... I don't have Roboport coverage over here. But let's do it with orthogonal ones. Does that cut? Can that see the landfill? Yes. That's all I want for right now. We may have to add coverage. Okay, good. That should get us landfill. Yeah, landfill's on the way. I am going to... Whoa! We're really low on chips. Okay. So, next thing is... we're gonna... I think we need a couple of these. So let's get, what we want is read contents, include fuel. And including in the crafting, because I think if there's an egg in craft, it might explode. So, right. Is that what we did up here? Including crafting. Yes, okay, good. So that's fine. We don't need to know the fuel, but we do want to know the contents. And so, actually, I don't want fuel. And actually, I don't want that. Okay. All right, so 20 iron plates. 5 electronic circuits, and one landfill. Where is that? Landfill. At least one landfill. And that is going to be, we're going to want nutrients. It says we want nutrients. And then we get long-handed inserter. Nutrients greater than 0. And then okay, we are asking for this stuff. Oh, there we go. Okay, good. We're asking for all the fruit. All right, good. And then I think I do want fuel. No, because I need to know that I have enough nutrients. And so then we copy this, but we now add that we have the nutrients that we need. And then we're going to ask for 1 egg. We're going to set requests and trash unrequested. And we are going to override the stack size to be 1. We're only going to make 1 of these at a time. Good. We need some power there. And then we make that's not at all what I wanted. Biochambers. Give me that stuff. Okay. And let's have you... Actually... Okay, this one is... And biochamber... less than 20. And then that goes there. Nope. Let's do that. Biochamber less than 20. That... Oh, I guess we have to do this. Just so we don't get a... let's make 1 biochamber. And then this is less than... Oh, less than or equal to... Oh. Duh, I did not need to do that. Because I had this wrong. Less than 20. Okay, good. Give me this stuff again. Right, so we're only generating nutrients if we need to make a biochamber and we have all of the ingredients in the biochamber making thing. Once we have all of the ingredients in, then right, good. I think this will work. Let's see if this works. Let's see if we get some nutrients in here. Are we asking for nutrients here? Yeah? Why are we not putting stuff in here? Oh, that has mash. That has I didn't seed it with aha. I was like, why is this not working? Because I didn't seed it with spoilage. There we go. Do I have to do this again? Include fuel. This guy should be requesting nutrients. He's not generating them. He should be enabled. Oh, why is he not enabled? Ah. And it's not that one. Oh, I didn't do the one on this side. This guy. Read contents, include fuel. This is if bioflux is greater than 0 and nutrients less than or equal to 0, then I want nutrients. And that guy goes there. And that guy goes there. Okay. I'm generating some nutrients now. Okay, we might be in better shape now. Still stockpiling. This is not stockpiling, right? It's this one. It's like grabbing all of the spoilage. Less than or equal to 20. All right, that should let some of it go by. Okay, making bioflux. And now we got lots of nutrients. Is this requesting an egg? Ah, there's not. Ah, it's because there's one sitting in here. Aha, we're about to make one. Okay, we have eggs available. Oh, and... oh, that's okay. Ooh, one's on the way. And there's an egg. Now we're requesting another one. Great. Perfect. And I think the way this works is it should be... it's already got one in there, right, to make another one. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Oh, I can't do this way because it makes a never-ending loop. Alright, so we gotta get downstream of this guy. Okay. And then we gotta get rid of this guy. All right. Good. Yeah, a lot of spoilage in those. Should we make some more logistic spots? I feel like we should. Oh, you don't have green circuits. Look at you. Where is the Fulgora de Gliba guy? I have no green circuits. Oh, interesting. I needed to manufacture enough ammo. Interesting. Okay. Right. And so, oh good, this is working correctly. We are not trying to make nutrients because we don't have all the ingredients. Perfect. Look at this. This is great. So there's a lot of bioflux left to like be constructed here. So a lot of this stuff is going to spoil out here as we go. But I think that this is working. And we now have the ability to generate large amounts of nutrients, really. Which is good stuff. We unclogged ourselves on the loop front. I am curious if we have any seeds stored up here yet. No, not yet. Where is this stuff? How many do we have in here? 26. Oh, but here comes a bunch. Oh, I have, let's see. I have to put this stuff in here. Okay, how is seeds looking down here? Ooh, 95. Great, 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 great. We're not currently producing anything, so we scaled down. Once we get the electronic circuits back in, then we'll be in better shape to continue making these. What's the heck spoiled? You need to do just biochambers. And you need to do spoilage. And you can come out of there. Great. If we produce a biochamber, we always want to get it out because we want to unclog this from having any eggs in. And so, yeah, we get all of our solid ingredients squared away, or the non-perishable ones. Then we know we can get nutrients. That has some lead time. And then and only then do we go summon an egg. So that we don't really run into problems, so we can use the egg right away to make a biochamber. And so we don't run into, and I think because we have this set to trash unrequested, then if we're not actively asking for the egg, it will punt it back out, and it should end up back here in our egg storage chest, where it is suitable to be burned. I do actually, you know what? Just for safety's sake, I kind of want to... Wow. Really short on green circuits here. I really want to... I'm just going to... If we're going to burn eggs, let's burn all the eggs. Oh, already did it. Past me already did that. Okay, great. Okay, cool. We've got the egg. Yeah. Egg timer is working as desired. Where are we? This guy is doing what? All the requests are satisfied. We just need ammo. Hopefully when we sit around Gleba, we can make further headway on ammo if we're just sitting there. Nice. Watch the chips come in. Okay, there they are. Okay, now the logistic spots can do their thing once we figure out where they are. Do you have stuff on the way? Yep. Oh, come on. Charge yourself. Okay, we're now ready to start making... Did this guy go? This is not the right control. Okay, this is now making nutrients. That's good. One of the nice things is because the bioflux doesn't spoil very quickly, although, yeah, we have a bunch in here. That means that we can go quite a bit and sort of quickly kickstart by just getting like sort of one thing of nutrients in here with the bioflux. Is this now making... Yeah, we got 6 in there. We got an egg in there. Actually, more than one egg. Nice. And there's still nutrients on there from last time. This is great. hopefully this... We should be requesting Yamako now. I wonder where that's at. Here's a batch. There's a bigger batch. There's the jelly nuts. Okay, this is cool, this is cool, this is cool. What is this? Okay, that's better. Okay. Let's get our egg production going. Okay. Nice. I didn't quite get enough. I'll have to wait for this batch to come through. Yeah, look at that, our nutrients spoiled. Okay, let's see if this can successfully do its thing. Are you calling for an egg? You are, but one is not on its way because there isn't one available. Until these... Okay. Good. And then as soon as the logistics bots, if they hurry up, they can snag at least one of the eggs. Okay, let's see. We made an update to this, right? Okay. I'm kind of curious how long it takes for like continuous production to get up here. Yeah, see, they're coming in little batches based on how fast the ag tower could plant trees. But I feel like this is pretty stable now at this point. And more importantly, we have a good source of biochambers. which is great with restartable nutrients for the mall. Great. We have saved up definitely spoilage to re-kickstart this if it ever like totally goes cold, which I suppose it would. For right now, if we don't need to make any more biochambers, then wow, we're almost there. Like one more batch of biochambers should do it. We don't have an egg. That's okay. I really just kind of like don't want to put any eggs into the logistics network so that we know where they're going. Like if we're gonna fly one over here, then we better be able to use it directly. I suppose there's a possibility that like let's get fresh first. That way, if there's a choice, we can grab the freshest possible nutrients. Nice. Okay, so then this egg should do it, I think. Once you're requesting, are you requesting? Yes, and one is on the way. That's that guy, if he can charge. And then we should see this all shut down again. So I've got my egg. We're going to produce this. Some of the nutrients spoiled, that's okay. And then we have stopped calling for nutrients, right? There's new nutrients on this wire, correct? And is there demand on this wire? Just the Yamakos, which I suspect that guy's in there. So that's correct. And then I think we're about ready to quiesce. As long as this can get made, then we're back to the pilot light doing its thing, I think. Right? Yes. And then no demand for seeds. Great, 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 great. So all this stuff is just going to settle back down, turn into some amount of spoilage, which gets cleared out, either via this system. We can see that we now have mash drained out of here. That's good. We have jelly drained out of here. That's good. We have mash drained out of here. That's also good. Great. And then what's going on here? We got lots of bioflux. Has pretty good shelf life, right? This is, yeah, hour and a half. That stuff will be good for. So we should be able to like re-kickstart that quickly, which is good stuff. And there should be more than enough time to get more fruit in, because like this thing is just like produces so many nutrients. It's just like not even funny. Great. this is all quiescent, I think. This is about to spoil. Let's see what happens. I think because there's still fuel in here, it's still gonna burn some. Once we clear the spoilage out. Which I don't think we have to be in a rush to do, to be honest. Yep, okay, so we're halfway done. All right. And there's some logistics spoilage. And let's just make sure this is all getting burned down here. Very good. Processing seeds and jelly. This should be like very hot now, these guys. Yeah, they're already 1,000 degrees. We're puffing along. I don't really care how much temperature these are at. These are at full temperature. The main thing is to just be able to turn them into seeds. So, good stuff. Do we have more than 26 seeds over here? I hope we do. We certainly do. That's good news. Meanwhile, this guy is going to keep generating seeds in the background, even if we're not, and this guy is going to generate seeds even if we're not asking for them. All right, this asks for 100. Okay, good. Great. This is all working as desired, so we're going to call that restartable nutrients. So with that, that's going to be our episode for today. So as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Until then, bye.